Previously, in the anime, things got a little heated up when Light found out that Kito was the descendant of the Maestro, so Light changed his plan from killing him to dragging him back to the Abyss for information. So, the ladies were ready to take turns to torture him and his buddy with full attentive care. So, while the ladies were taking their sweet time, Light finished his work on the surface. After that, he finally found out the reason why the higher-ups were so bent on killing a Maestro. There's a saying that if a Maestro is left unchecked, they could literally destroy the whole world. And the one who told Kaido about this was the captain of the White Knights. So Light planned to capture every White Knight. Plus, the sweet thing about this is that the vice captain is engaged to that wench Sasha, so Light was excited to congratulate them in the most royal way possible. So now Sasha acquired wealth and a noble title only after she finished the job of killing Light. Even her marriage was thanks to that. But now Light is here for a reunion and sets his trap. Seeing him, Sasha followed him to the alley and saw a note saying that he's waiting for her at the tower, which means Sasha will lose everything she got in reward because Light is alive, and Ellie was gearing up to mess with her. Meanwhile, the White Knights were having fun with their tea time. Now, what to say about this? Humans are weak, so they torment them like bugs. Sharpheart buys human women slaves for pleasure, while others get them for target practice. But one of them was chivalric and said they should put the humans out of misery instead of tormenting them. So this led to an argument, and the captain had to step in to silence them. He told the twins to focus on leveling up instead of goofing off, whereas Sharpheart was told not to sleep with humans ladies too much and preserve their bloodline because they have the Maestro's blood in them. In history, elves had mingled with Maestro the most. And overall, it's been 1,000 years that a new Maestro was born. But a Maestro is already born. And Ellie made a tower to invite Sasha for a meeting there. With this, the stage was set and the second part of the plan was in motion. Many monsters were appearing near the tower, so the guild issued a job of investigation. But their two elves tried to hit on Namumu, and when she rejected them, they got rough, so Light warned them to stay away. With that, he goes off. But other lowlifes were using a human child as bait to get near the tower, and the monster appeared there. But it killed those elves and left. So the child thought she got free, but some other goons came there, so she got scared. But they were here to save the kid. It was on Aoyuki's order. Everything was going fine, so Ellie was thinking hard, trying to figure out why Light ordered them to save the humans this way. And Yuki said it's not their place to judge Light's intention. They just have to do what he told them, period, and serve Light to the best of their abilities. Anyone who can't do so, Yuki was ready to kill them, even their own member. That was a disturbing threat. So after that, Sasha was getting on edge by the minute about what she should do, and her stupid mind came up with the idea of killing Light yet again. Meanwhile, the royal court was also discussing this tower. The minister said they should send the White Knights to clear out the area, but Hardy, the captain, said they should first have a thorough investigation. So the queen picked Hardy's side and ordered a full-scale investigation first. And why wouldn't she pick him? After all, he's her own son, and they are trying to keep the minister in check. But besides this, the queen was worried that this mass-scale monster appearance might be a clue of Dark Lord's revival. And if Dark Lord is born, then a hero will be too. But a hero is always born among humans, which reminds Hardy that they dealt with a fake not too long ago. So this is why all the races want human genocide. Well, whatever the case, right now all the adventurers made a temporary base around the forest trying to get near the tower. And right there, Sasha came and saw Light. Light said he wore a mask to hide his burn scar, but she slapped the mask away from Light. But turns out Light had really made an illusionary scar. So Sasha backed off. Honestly, Light could have gotten her right here and now. But he wants to wait and savor the moment because he wants to thoroughly break Sasha bit by bit. So he went to the forest, and those two rondos were trying to get to Light thinking they could kill the three, but they just walked right into their death. To deal with this lowlife, Light called Mera out because she's an expert at giving slow and the most gruesome death possible. Even their bones aren't left, which makes anyone scared of her methods. But in any case, Mera, Suzu, Iceheart, and Jack, they were all here to escort Light safely to the tower. But among them, Suzu here couldn't speak at all because of her shyness. That's why her gun speaks on her behalf. Light never minds that, so they started heading to the tower. But on the way, Jack got all buddy-buddy with Light and called him out with a nickname, which seriously angered all the ladies. So Jack tried to calm them down because the way they treat Light will only make him feel lonely. But the ladies weren't listening due to their unbending devotion. So Light came forward and reminded them that he has an understanding with Jack. And only then, the ladies calmed down. But it had spoiled the air between them. So Light started to have a light talk and noticed Iceheart had worn her gauntlet after a very long time. Iceheart was taking lessons on being a maid, so she was focused on that. Then Jack and Gold also started talking about their training and stuff. So Light asked about Suzu. She appears as a girl, but her card says she's androgynous. That's why Light was confused what she actually is. So while talking like this, they arrived at the tower and were welcomed by Ellie, Yuki, and Nazuna. They took Light and others inside the tower, where they kept all their pets. And the top hall of the tower is for weddings and ceremonies for their main guest. So Light asked how their plan is moving forward. They have planned to host a grand wedding for Sasha, after all, with every member of the White Knight squad. Once they fall, the Elven Queendom will be weakened that they could easily take control of it. So Ellie was having those monsters lure Sasha to their base, where she could encounter a dragon and high-ranking monsters. This way she can report it back to the court, and they will send the White Knights to deal with those monsters. Of course, Sasha will volunteer to lead the White Knights here, because she wants to kill Light. And that way they can have a little competition between their force and the White Knights to assess the fighting capabilities of the elves. Now the plan went exactly as Ellie predicted. Sasha reports it to the court, and the order got issued easily. And just as Ellie predicted, Sasha volunteers to be their guide. So from early dawn, the knights assembled and got ready to hit the ground. Michael was taking full responsibility for Sasha's safety, and Light couldn't wait to see Sasha. Slowly, Yuki's pets led them to the tower, and they saw monsters coming out of that tower easily. So after all 6 of them went away, the White Knights got inside. Now, just as they got inside, they fell into a teleportation trap set by Ellie to divide them and test their powers. But that is where the video has to end for today. But tomorrow, a new part will come. So make sure you have subscribed and hit the bell icon if you don't want to miss it. Till then, take care.